Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel IaminAzure. Hope you all are doing good and safe wherever you are. So we are back again to continue our Azure Bicep series. So let's get started on that one. So I'm sharing my screen. Yeah. So if you remember, in our last session we had a discussion around few points on uh, IAC. We had a discussion. If you are we haven't viewed my earlier video, I would request you to go through that first and then you can continue this one. I will put that link in my description as well. But on a high level, what we have discussed is we have discussed about IAC, then the benefits that you will get with IAC. What is an IAC, infrastructure as a code, and how it is important, why it is important, and all that. Then what are the different IAC tools that are available in the market? In Azure, very specific to cloud native, we have discussed that we have Bicep, we have Bicep, and we have ARM templates. Then other than this, we have some cloud native tools also. Sorry, not cloud native. We have some third party tools also that are Terraform, or we have Ansible. Then we have something called Chef, Pulumi, all that we have different tools that are available. We also discussed what is the difference between Bicep and ARM template on a high level, but as we go along, we will understand it more deeper. But I would request you to go through that first. And in our today's video, we're gonna discuss even this slide we have seen it in our earlier discussions. So on your left hand side, you actually have your storage account. Sorry, your we are trying to create a storage account by using Bicep again. So where you see only couple of lines of code and you don't have the too much of double quotes and all that, which is been eliminated or removed in the Bicep. On your right, you have this big ARM template. Which again is going to create the same one, which is it is also creating a storage account. But if you look at that part here, here also we are having some location and storage account name as the parameters, but here with just two lines you have that. But on your ARM template side, you have to write this many lines of code with the proper indentation and the double quotes, commas you need to maintain. All that has been removed in Bicep. So we will do a comparison between this and this when we create our first Bicep. But to create the Bicep also, we need to understand we have couple of tools or else artifacts that we need to install on our machine. So we're gonna look at those things today in our video, and we will go along. So let me just take you to the next slide. Yeah. So in order to install, in order to use Bicep, we need to have Bicep CLI first, and we have couple of IDEs also, which comes with their own flavor. So the best suggested one is Visual Studio Code, which comes with its extension for Bicep, which will give you the intelligence, then the validation when you are writing your code. All that comes pretty much handy with the extension that we're gonna do it in our video today. And this the second point is what it is saying. The Bicep extension will help you in all that. So it will help you in creating and validating. Again, the intelligence, as I was talking about, we already discussed Bicep is supporting all the resource types, even the ones that are in the preview mode also, like the preview versions also. So you can get all of them once you install the extension, and you do the updates on a regular basis. Whatever the new things comes in, you will have them in the extensions and all that. Okay, to set up a local development, you need to have the Bicep CLI uh, being installed on your local machine. So Bicep CLI is again just like your Azure CLI, you will have some Bicep commands also. You have Bicep for Azure CLI, you have AZ commands, right? AZ login, AZ create, something like that. Similarly, Bicep also you have couple of commands that we will see. But in order to use those commands, you need to install the CLI first. We will see that we have different options available. You can use Azure CLI to install it, or else you can use Azure PowerShell, you can use extensions, all that. So today we are going to focus on this part. So I will take you to a documentation for this one. So as I was, I will give you this link in my description. You can follow along with me. So as I mentioned, we have different options. A few of them are pretty much here. In order to install your Bicep CLI, you can go with an Visual Studio and Bicep extension, or else you can use Visual Studio. This is VS Code and this is Visual Studio if you want to use, or else you can go with these things also like Azure CLI or else PowerShell or VL's code with manual process or else aid capped cloud, all that. So today we are going to use this Azure PowerShell, which is pretty straightforward, and it is just a couple of lines of code you need to use, and you will have everything get installed automatically. But this extension, we will go to Visual Studio and we will install this extension. But the CLI, we're gonna install it with Azure PowerShell. So I will just directly jump onto Azure PowerShell from here. When you click on it, it will take you to here. So the prerequisites is you need to have the latest version of PowerShell, better the latest one to have, or else 5.6.0 is the suggested one. Then you don't need to have any permissions as in you don't need to open the IDE or else the PowerShell window in administration mode also. You can just take this commands and run it directly. So if you want to install manually, what you can do, if you are on Windows, you have all the options here. If you are on Linux, you have this command let. If you are on Mac, you can use this bash commands and all that. I hope most of the folks will be on Windows. So either you can use the chocolate command, chocolatey command, or else the Wingate, or else the one the PowerShell is what I can suggest you, the easier one. So you can just copy this whole this one, and you can just go to your PowerShell window, and you can just take paste it here, and you can just run it. It will automatically install you the Azure CLI. I have it installed, but even then also, if I want to have the latest one, I can just run it one more time so that it will take the latest one from this GitHub link. You have it here. If you want to take a look how it looks, what is the latest one, latest version and all that, you again can follow this link anytime. Better you bookmark this, that way you will have um, you will get to know the latest ones all been happening on the Bicep. So what you can do is Azure Bicep latest version. Okay, if you even if you type this, it will give you the link here, which will eventually take you to the links. The latest releases that is happening on Bicep. So if you look at it, here, the latest one is 0.25 is the latest one, and whenever you follow this, you have this zip file, all that you can install again manually also. And with every release, they are doing some corrections in their features and bug fixes, all that you can always come and look at here. So this is a pretty much go-to thing to know the updates that are coming on the Bicep, and you can pretty much see here every alternative months or every 15 days there you will see some updates on this Bicep. This is on last month, and then Feb 7th, then December 15th, November 2nd. So every month or 2 months period, you will be seeing some kind of feature updates or bug fixes. Okay, so this is, if you park this aside, we are mainly focusing on the installation. As I mentioned, you can just copy this to your Visual Studio code, and then you can run it directly if you want to install it at your user profile, or else you can create your own path and you can install it here. But I'm fine with creating it at my uh, one user profile place. So which is my Vinod is my profile name. So I will be just installing it over there itself. So what I can do is, again, this, you don't need to have the administration for this. You can just take this out and you can just run it. Now, if someone who don't know how to open this PowerShell also, you can just go to your PowerShell. You have to look for ISE and then just click on this open. That will open you this window. Maybe on your first go, you might not see this white space here. Then you can click at the top. You have this three options: show script pane, right? You might be seeing something like this when you open it for the first time. Yeah, or else you might be seeing the uh, this one, this whole one. But when you click on this, you will see this one white space. So you can just come here, copy paste the code over here, and you can just run it. So this will eventually install your bicep here. And when you look at the last command it is using, it is saying to verify, you can now access the bicep commands. To verify that, you can just run this bicep hyphen hyphen help, which will give you the list of uh, commands that you can use with bicep primarily. So it is still running. You can see that at the bottom, running script. Let's give a minute here and then you will have it. Yeah. So this is all, this is now installed. You can see some commands that been already given here. So we will see them as we go along, but a couple of examples here. You can see bicep format, then bicep build. You have this command, then even this help will help you if you're new, and if you need some help on this, how you have some examples they have given, how do you do that, and what is the parameters or arguments you can pass with them, uh, what options you have available with them, what are the mandatory ones on all of them, and some description about the parameters that you are going to pass. So you can try this on your own, or else, as I mentioned, as we go along, we will be using these commands on our regular video. So we will go that. Now, in order to see your version, you can just search, you can type bicep hyphen hyphen version. So this will give you the version that's been installed on your machine. So my bicep CLI version is 0.2553, which is the latest one that we have noticed on our GitHub link. 2553 is the one, that is the latest one. Now this is installed on your machine. So bicep CLI is ready for you to use now. So now you can go to Visual Studio Code. I would prefer you to use the Visual Code instead of Visual Studio or any other IDE, because it has pretty much good extension that you can make use of it. Again, if you want to look at the version, you can even type it here. You can just go to terminal and type here again the same thing, bicep hyphen hyphen version. So that will give you the version that been installed on your machine. You can now, to install the extension that I was talking about, that will help you in the intelligence. What you can go is, you can go to extensions. You can search for bicep. I have it already installed. Yeah, it is just asking me to update. So I will just do that update. So yeah, update to the latest one. Again, it is saying v225. 0.25.53 is the one that you see. So I will just update it. Yeah, even if you go from here also, the bicep will automatically install for you. So there is no hard rule that you need to follow the same process. But this intelligence, what it is going to help you with is, you see this, this comes with the intelligence and all that. We will see that. Yeah, so few of the settings, as you already know, you can just go to extension settings and you can find out the settings that are available with this. Couple of them, the interesting one is decouple on paste. So that means whenever you paste your arm template, right, it will automatically get converted into bicep also, and the vice versa, that you can definitely see when you just check this one. So what we will do is, we will try to create one bicep. The extension for bicep is any file that has, to create a bicep file, you need to have dot bicep as the extension for the file. So what we will do is, we will just call it as a main dot bicep. Okay. So you can see the symbol for the bicep also. So this says your bicep is already installed and you have everything. Now, if you type, says for example, I want some parameter. I think this I just need to reload this one. Then I think my this one intelligence will come up. But for you also, you once you install it, you just close and open this visual code. Then it should work. Let me check it out. Yeah, I think it is just taking time. Okay, well, we will see the intelligence part. I think it is just taking some time. But what we will do is we will try to copy some ARM template and we will try to paste it here to just see how it works. So what we will do, storage account, any ARM template would work. Storage account ARM template. I will just take some example. Definitely you can write that also, but I'm just taking some example here. So for now, yeah, I think this would work. The sample one. So we'll try to paste it here. Yeah, you see that intelligence. I mean, I just pasted it here. Very immediately, it just converted your ARM template into Bicep. So that is the use of the setting that we were discussing. So this way, it will be very much easier if you are someone working on someone who has worked on ARM templates and you have already some ARM templates being created. You can just cut, copy, paste here, and you will have that Bicep created for you. You have couple of earlier, very much earlier, there were some online tools also that will help you in converting, but I think we don't need them now. Let's try this one, which has the parameters also. The earlier one was just a straightforward one. Yeah. So you see that params also being automatically pulled out here. It just took param means the parameter, then resource means the resource that you want to deploy actually. So here you are going to deploy a storage account. We will see this part also if you are not clear on what this all about. But the thing that I want to highlight is we are just copy pasting the JSON one, and it's been converted into your declarative bicep form of code here. So that is the one that I was highlighting here. But what is this param? What is this resource? If you are new to this, for the folks, I will just cover them in our next videos. Yeah. So that is how you can install it. As I mentioned, you have other options as well. If you are working on other machines, you can just follow this through. Yeah, that's all for today, guys. Yeah, as I mentioned, if you like the content, please do like and subscribe to the channel. That will help me to grow this channel, and share this content with your folks, whoever is interested in the bicep. Yeah, that will grow our community also. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for your time today.